Taste my axe! For battle hammer!
Hi guys, I'll join you again in another video. This is part 2 of my playthrough of a game called Dark Alliance, and it's played on the Xbox Series X.
It's time to fight!
Whatever we kill next, I'm taking their butt. Wolf is shot. Always figured you for a teeth kind of cop. Body parts is over. It's buttons where all the real shine is. Oh, I've seen some pretty shiny teeth. What do you think they call them? Pearly whites. Everyone's got teeth. Not everyone's got buttons. Scarcity, cavoy.
Water's got some fight in him! Goblet magic. Goblet magic. Goblet magic. Goblet magic. Come here, Glove. I need a snack. Sending out your best, are you?
Join the fight.
So this is about halfway through Act 1. When I did the first recording, I did like this sort of tutorial bit, which maybe in hindsight I could have left out, and I probably could have got Act 1 in one video, but there we go. So this is the second half of Act 1 and the first half of Act 2. Eventually I'll try to sort it out so that it all ends up as per act per video, if I can.
Inogu's interest in the shard is...
A ruse. Inogu is no worthy vessel.
With the Demon Lord's power, Ren Shinobon could conquer the realms.
If this dwarf is interrupting, go back to the dirt that spawned you. Dwarf.
This dwarf is interrupting.
Now there's a Kakuma Thoen's shield.
So, let me know what you think, guys. Had some pretty good comments on the first part of it. And I know I'm very still early in the game, but seems to be fine to me. It is a bit of a grind, but I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I really am enjoying it. And just let me know what you think. I certainly don't feel it's as bad as the reviews I'm seeing, but maybe on the PC it plays awful. I don't know. But again, on the Xbox here, I played it on the Xbox One, the first part. This part's on the Xbox Series X, and both seem to be fine. No issues so far. Not really at all. I also tried earlier on playing online, and actually went to some area that I'd not unlocked yet, and it was all this red stuff on the ground, and I kept dying, and I thought, oh, I'm just turning this off, so I left. So I went back to this. Yeah, I did also... You'll notice when I get to Act 2 that I can actually upgrade the amount, like the setting where I start from. I actually did do that. but it was, and I actually started Act 2 on a higher setting, but it was really, really difficult, and I had to like abort it, so I went back to stay on the easier one for now, because it is quite a difficult game. But it is fun, and it's quite rewarding when you find stuff, because, like, how can I say, where the first recording ended, I was sort of like stuck there, so I stopped the recording, and I went further on, and I didn't have the record back on, so it was like, oh, so I mucked up. So I got to, which I now found out, the actual end of that act, and I died, and I turned it off, and then I realised the next time I went on it, I had to do it all over again. So, there we are. So even though it's not on this recording, basically where you're seeing now is where I've actually recorded again, even though I played through this already, and this is where I actually recorded again, so it's a bit confusing, I don't know. And so there we go.
Now for the Goblin Captain.
That dragon's looking to fill its belly. I'd best find a better spot on.
The big time!
Away with it, dog!
The dwarf's beard is mine!
Cooking up some fresh meat. Ready for to clap.
So this is the end of coming to the end of Act 1, and these are the bosses you have to face, and yeah, it took me a few attempts, that's all I'm saying.
We've been looking for Claw. Safe we Where's the booyah? What's ready for Some of
use help me with this dwarf. Come on, dwarf. I'll do you up right nice. Hook me a troll. That axe is sharp, yeah? Almost down for the count. Some of you's help me with this dog. I thank you for your contribution. Couldn't have done it without you.
So by here, in real time, when I actually got to this stage, I spent a lot of time upgrading, changing my inventory, putting the best stuff, like equipping the best stuff and whatever. There's also a merchant there. You can use your coins and upgrade your stuff through there. I did a little bit of that as well. But it dragged on so long, I cut that bit out of the video. Because it had like about 7 minutes just me going through my inventory and doing different stuff, and I just thought you don't really want to watch that, so I'm just saying that's what happened in the background. And in the merchant, I upgraded. You would have saw that I had a legendary weapon. I upgraded that, and I upgraded some other stuff. And so yeah, here we go. That's it's and then you will see very shortly me starting Act 2, and it goes from there.
Goblin, Verbig, and Dulgar in my valley. This will not stand so long as I have breath.
Enemy spotted! My kid!
Duergar invaded through 4 breaching tunnels. They need to be sealed shut.
I don't want to know this. I want to see it torn down.
They did that pretty well themselves, trying to stop our invasion.
Hurry it up. Intruders, bring it ready. That dwarf skull!
Getting winded. Time to do what needs doing.
So, what do you think, guys? This is on Act 2 now. I actually had to end where this video ended because my capture card has got a built-in SD card, and I'd filled it up, and the capture card was flashing red very fast, which tells me, you know, that I'm getting to the end of my space, and I was. So I had to stop here. Where it actually ended here is as far as I got then. And somehow, between me trying to like send it to my PC, because what it is, I'm using a Vida Media capture card. It's a great device because you can record stuff like this and not even need a computer. Which is really good. You only need a computer then, obviously, if you want to view the stuff on the SD card and edit it and so on, like I've done here. Now, because I got to what I now know was that I filled up my card. I tried to there's like a button on it to send to the PC. So I'm using the Xbox and the PC's on the same monitor. So I have to change a setting on the monitor to go to the PC and vice versa. So I clicked the button to send it to the PC, meaning to leave the Xbox on and go to the PC and sort it out from there. But when I did that, my monitor went black and it wouldn't let me change it. I couldn't view my Xbox, couldn't view my PC, and I was like, oh my god, what's happened? What have I done? So I turned my Xbox off, with a button on the console, turned my PC off and unplugged the monitor, and thankfully then it worked and I didn't lose my recording. So I'm hoping when I turn my Xbox back on that I can carry on from this area here. If not, then I'll have to do this all over again. But there we go. Such is life.
Yeah. Do your worst, troll.
Dumathoin's shield!
The battle hounds die with you!
Dumathoin's wall!
So how this works, for people who may not have seen the first part, is you've got to get, like I'm on Act 2 now, I've got to get to the end of Act 2 to keep all the loot and coins, gold and stuff that I've accumulated. If you quit the game before the end of the act, then you lose it all, which is a bit frustrating, but you know, that's the way it is. And also at the end as well, you get a loot box type of thing, a chest with equipment as well for completing the mission. And yeah, I do like the game, and I'm going to be continuing playing it. As long as people are watching it, I will be recording it. And yeah, I am really enjoying it so far. It is a grind, yes, but it's not, at least on the Xbox, and it does not deserve the hate that it gets. It really doesn't. I think that some people say it may play awful on the PC. I don't know about that because I haven't actually done that, so it could be awful. And maybe the like reviews on that are worth it. You know, but you know, maybe they're true. But on the Xbox, it plays really well. It doesn't. There's no issues with it at all that I found, and it really. People just need to give it a chance. If you've got the Game Pass, you've got nothing to lose, put it on, install it, have a look at it, see what you think. one thing I have to tell you, I said yesterday that this month is going to be our best month, and it actually ended up being the best month. Ended up getting 303 watch time hours for the month, which is absolutely incredible. I know that that figure might drop slightly with YouTube adjustments and stuff, but it's still a record month. My previous best was 196, which is last month. That peaked at 202 and then went down to 196, but still, you know. Thanks to you guys anyway for doing this, for helping me reach this. I need to get to 333 a month, and of course 1,000 subs to get to the stage of monetization whenever that comes. But still, if people are watching my stuff, that's pretty much half the battle. You will get to the subs eventually, you know. It will happen. You keep grinding, it will happen. The watch time is really difficult to do because the subs don't get reset. The subs, if it takes you 5 years to get them, you get 1,000 subs, you got 1,000 subs. But the watch time is reset. Well, like it goes from a year from ago today till now. So that's why if you can get your watch time up to sort of 300 mark, 333 is about the minimum I think you need to do, and you get that every month, then when you get to the stage that you're 1,000 subs, providing you've got 12 months of at least 333 hours a month, you can apply to be monetized. Just my way of looking at it, you know. But anyway, yeah, I'll stop rabbiting on. I'll leave you watch the rest of the game.
Take the dwarf! Up, dwarf! And fight! Rosegard first! Intruders! Make ready! One more against you! Trolls are a waste of our energies. Let drop the boulder. My back may never recover, and we're still no closer to finding the shard. Those fools quicken their march. We wouldn't be reduced to working with trolls in the first place.
My axe has a thirst! All a troll.
And we are approaching the end of the video. Please let me know what you think, and if you wish to see part 3. And so until next time, bid you bye for now. Stay safe.
The battle hammers die with you, Bruner!
Here we go!
Yeah.